2025 has started really well. I can say with lots of blessings and really banking on a lot more. So I'm Nemwel Bonface. Professionally, I'm a software developer. Ideally, I create systems for people. Yeah, that's more of like what I do. This is really interesting. I think I had an interest towards photography way back, sometimes around 2019. That is when I was just a little bit about in campus. I can say that I'm more of a hobbyist. I'm not fully professional. I usually like when I'm going outside, I just want to take some cool photos and also being more versatile. You know, phone photography is pretty awesome, but I mean, camera is best. What really prompted me is I like capturing the moment. I mean, I will be able to just stand there and soak in the views, but what if I'm able to get a sharper image, maybe a better angles, or maybe be able to zoom a little bit better on my images? That is usually my biggest motivation towards photography, especially nature. I can say that all of my life, I used any time when I'm going out with my friends, most of them usually tell me, Nemal, tupige ile yako. So at some point, I was like, you know, this is something that I could probably think of how I'm going to do it more professionally. And that is why I also now decided, you know what, let me invest in a small gear, maybe start small, get a small camera, and that's where I got. That's where I got my main. So with regards to one of my best work, I can say I recently did a hike to almost to Mount Kenya. It's a trail called the Liki North. Ideally, you get to see some pretty awesome views. That is, if you like mountain sceneries, you get to see the three peaks of Mount Kenya. You also get to see some of the awesome mountain vegetation and also some rock formations. So I believe that is one of my best works so far. Pretty awesome views that I took. Yeah, I actually do have a mentor right now that I'm active, an active photographer. However, this one starts around 2019, as I mentioned. I was starting to learn Photoshop through YouTube, a guy called Richard Rodin. You guys go search out for a channel which is called Nucli, Nucly. Yeah, so from that passion, I thought that probably I could be able to get cool photos, then try to edit them. But that aside, my role model at the moment is a photographer called Paul. He's the official photographer for a hiking group called the Hiking Nomads. Shout out to Paul Graphics. I always face creative blocks. I can say every day, every time. Probably the biggest one is maybe the lens, or maybe I don't know how to use this specific camera setting. However, I can say that I'm more of a stoic. I subscribe to the principles of Quesera and Amor Fati. So even if something goes wrong, what was supposed to be will be. What is not supposed to be will not be. I got my gears from Cameras Africa. I got the Canon R50 with the starter kit. Looking forward to upgrading to a few other lenses. I also have a mini tripod which I usually carry around for my vlogging, and also the what's it called, a mic. Yeah, so at least so that I get a sharper audio. So yeah, awesome guys. So far so good. I haven't been so active in sharing my content. However, you guys can check out my work at it's on Instagram, shot by Nemwel. Nemwel, Nemwel. You're probably going to get my official page by you search Nemwel, but shot by Nemwel is where I usually post them. So thanks guys. One tip that I'd love to share with you guys is if you have the passion for something and if you believe that this is something that you can do, I'd urge you to do it. In my case, I don't want to reach a point in which I'm like 40s, 50s, I have some few children, and they ask me, Dad, what are you doing when you're younger? Let me show them my work. So use that as motivation. So 5 years to come, professionally, I'd like to see myself progress to a senior role as a developer. Probably something like an engineering manager at a company, or even starting my own company. As a creative, I want to venture more into vlogging and travel photography. So yeah, hopefully the more the money, the more we travel. Cameras Africa, equipping storytellers.